Well, hey there guys, what's going on? Getting a lock here for you today. This one is already open, but I'm going to pick it anyway. This is an American lock, yeah. I believe it's the series 7260, which I'm not very familiar with at all. So if you're out collecting locks or you find locks in the trash or maybe in a junkyard somewhere and you see that maybe they're already open, what really counts though is whether or not you turn that plug, and that's how you can tell if you picked it. I'm sorry. This is going to be a tubular lock. I believe it's 7 pins. I don't believe it has any security pins in it, and it looks rusty as all hell, but it still does work, at least for practice anyway. So if you look, not sure if you're going to be able to see this on camera because of the lighting. If you look right there, there's a little cutout there. And I'm going to use that as my guide, or as a gauge if you will, as a starting point to let me know, or let you guys know that I've actually turned this tubular lock, tubular plug here, and got it into the unlocked position. I'm afraid to shut the shackle on this. I don't think I'll be able to get it back open again because it's all rusted. But still, nonetheless, it's good to practice with. I'll be using my southward tubular pick. I don't get to use this guy that often. I got the 8 and the 10 also off camera over there in a little kit bag. And yeah, basically what you want to do is loosen this little wheel up here and pull all the needles down, yeah, and then center it on something flat and mash them all down, and then you tighten it. This is, I guess, would be considered the tensioning ring, sort of like your tension wrench when you're picking a standard pin tumbler lock. I'll tighten that up. I'll give you guys a close-up view. I guess there's what all those little needles look like, yeah. And even this, there's a point on here right there. I guess you want to call it the 12 o'clock position to let you know what orientation your pick is in. Yeah, it's just right there by the tip of my finger. So I want to tighten the tension ring up here. All the needles are pushed flush, yeah, with this guy. And we'll go in here to this lock and we'll take my this is called my 12 o'clock position here, right there, and I'm going to line it up with the 12 o'clock position on this lock, yeah, and I'm just going to go in here and push and start twisting. Keep pushing and twisting. Kind of hard because you got to keep everything squared and center. I'm not using much force at all. Giving a little twist. Let's see where I'm at here. Yep, I may have too much tension on the tension ring. Doesn't look like my needles are getting pushed back. So all you do is loosen the tension ring. Bring all these guys forward again. I didn't show that in the start of the video, but here we go, setting it up. And bring all of these guys forward. And you just want to mash it down on some flat surface. Flush, make it flush to the surface, like that. Make sure all the needles are flush, and tighten your tension ring back up. Now, normally when you start off, you go light, yeah, and then you go medium, yeah, and then you go heavy. So I'm just gonna start off right about there, I guess, this time, and give it another go. Get myself orientated here. Give it another go inside the lock. It's kind of basically like picking a pin tumbler lock. You gotta find the right tensioning, and then hope all the planets are lined up in the universe, and the lock will open. There it is, right there. I'm not sure if you can see that. I'm going to go ahead and take the pick out. The plug did turn, so I'm going to take the pick out, and you will see that now what I was calling at the 12 o'clock, which was over in here before, has now been moved over to here. So it's good practice. Although this lock is rusty as all hell, it's still really good practice. If you don't have anything, you find one of these locks and you can drop some oil down in there, get everything loosened up. It's great practice for you until you can acquire maybe a new one or one that's not so rusty. But there it is. I would call this open. And even if you have one of these locks and you get that plug to move just a little bit, just going from the 12 o'clock position to the 1 o'clock position, yeah, there's something really cool. I'm going to put the lock down. What you can do is pull your pick out, and now you have a working key right here. Bill, I'm tightening up the tensioning ring because I don't want those needles to move at all. Bill made a really good video of the hurdy-gurdy tubular key making machine, and if you go check out his videos, what you can do now is decode this pick. Yeah, so this is like a 2-in-1. It's a pick, but it's also a decoder. So what you do is you decode your settings on here from this pick, and then you need to take them to a lock shop, Locksmith, with the code written out. Yeah, just orientate yourself the right way. 12 o'clock 1, you want to orientate yourself, yeah, and you might be able to get a working key. But you don't need to get the lock open to get a working key. You just need to get the plug to rotate. Once that plug rotates, that means all the pins are at the shear line at the correct place. And as soon as that plug rotates just a little bit, go ahead and tighten down your tensioning collar, I think it's called, or tensioning ring. Get it good and tight, and you should have a key for a little while, until something gets bumped out of calibration, if you will. Stick this guy back in here, and as you can see, I'm able to just rotate him around just like that. I'm gonna go ahead, hate to do it, try to set him back to the 12 o'clock position right there, I think. Pull it out a little bit, and as you can see, I cannot rotate. I stick it all the way in. I may have lost it. There it goes. I can rotate again. So this isn't, it does work as a working key, but you gotta stay flush with everything, and it's a lot better once you get a key. I'm gonna get this guy set back around where he should be. Maybe. It's so rusty. There we go. Anyway, as always, I hope you guys have a good one. Thanks for watching.